I just watched a video of a sickle cell patient in crisis, and the thing that bugs me the most is that doctors always ask people the dumbest of questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, what number are you on the pain scale? And it's like, do you ask a pregnant woman on a scale of 1 to 10 how pregnant she feels when she's in labor? Like, no, you don't. Like, you can't put a number on it. And then you have some people who actually get smart with you. Like, if you tell them, well, it's off the scale, like, I really can't give you a number, it feels worse than a 10. And they'll be like, oh, can you just put it on the scale between 1 and 10? That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, I hate it. I hate the pain scale. Like, it's like shooting somebody in the kneecap. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about your kneecap being gone? Like, I feel pretty pissed off that I don't have a kneecap. What type of shit is that? Pain scale is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, I hate it. I hate it. You can't ask people to scale their pain, especially a sickle cell patient. Like, it's hard. People don't understand how hard it is to be in pain, and then you get asked stupid questions, and then they think you're drug seeking. They think you're just in the emergency room for drugs. So they'll ask you a question, and then they'll have another doctor ask you a question, and then they'll have a nurse ask you the same question. Same question. And then they'll huddle up like a little football team, like their own little personal football team, and then they'll compare your story to see if you're lying about being in pain. I'm not gonna lie, some people do have a problem with their medication because narcotics are habit forming, but not everybody is like that. I honestly haven't met a sickle cell patient yet who was addicted to their medication, but they lump us together, and you can't lump a sickle cell patient together because even though it's sickle cell disease, every person's disease is different because there are different types of sickle cell. So I have sickle cell SS. That's classified as the worst. And I feel like I wouldn't say shouldn't. I feel like if you don't believe me about my pain, don't waste my time. Because I could be somewhere else getting the help that I need. And I'm not going to ask for help if I don't need help. Like, I'm the last person that wants to go to the hospital. So if I'm here and I'm saying it and I'm telling you I'm in pain, and you're just looking at me like, why did you become a doctor? I don't get that. Like, this disease is nerve wracking. And then they can get a little ahead of themselves, and they'll be like, you know what, you're not in pain, you're depressed. And it's like, you would be depressed too if you wake up every day and you're in pain, a ton of pain, like excruciating pain, and you're telling me I'm depressed, but you're not going to help me with that pain. You're just going to sit here and judge me like what your opinion of me matters. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, it's hard to find a doctor. It's hard to find a doctor that can communicate well with you and that you can communicate well with, because when you're in pain and you're in awful pain, you don't want to go back and forth, because then you start going back and forth and you start getting an attitude, and then you start getting stressed out, and then that's contributing to your pain. So I don't tolerate a lot of things when I'm sick. Like, then having a doctor not believe your pain is one of the worst things. How can I prove to you that I'm in pain if you can't see it? That makes no sense. Like, and then, like, you get anxious, you get tired, you're frustrated, and you go home and you just sit in bed all day, and they wonder why you're depressed. And then, like me, when I'm in pain, like right now, like, it's hard to keep still. And I know it makes no sense. Like if you're in pain, you would want to lay down and keep still. But if you, like my pain, if I stop moving, I feel it more. So then I'm exhausting myself, and they don't understand that. I just thought I'd share with you guys.